Hello, this is Father Ken Lau, and welcome to the new episode of Nuggets for the Soul. Last year, March, I was in the States attending a conference there. I was there from March 11 to 14, and it's during that time that COVID-19 was declared a pandemic. So I had to come back to Canada on March 15 and do a 14-day quarantine in Combermere, Ontario, where the Companions of the Cross has a spiritual formation house. And it was during that time when I sensed the Lord calling me to go to YouTube and minister to people there. And I was kind of really hesitant. I don't want to do it because I feel like I'm camera shy, and I think I have not much to offer. There's already a lot of priests out there like Father Mark Goring, Bishop Barron, Father Mike Smits, who are doing a lot of this videos. So I said, what could I contribute? But I'm glad, I was able to follow the will of God and, contribute in my small little way. And so this coming March 15, it's like a 1-year anniversary of my retreat. I will be going on a retreat again, and I'm kind of scared of what the Lord will ask me to do this time. And that's why I'm reading this book, Abandonment to Divine Providence, written by Father Jean-Pierre de Caussade, a French Jesuit priest, written in the 19th century. And this book, it's called Abandonment because it means to yield completely or to surrender. And what do we need to surrender? Our entire will, mind, soul, heart, and body. Okay, and this book was published in 1861, and Saint Therese of the Child Jesus was born in 1873, and it seems quite likely that Saint Therese and her family were familiar with this well-loved spiritual book, and because, as you know, her doing little things with great love is a clear reflection of the spiritual way outlined in this book, Abandonment to Divine Providence. Okay, so if you haven't read this book, I really encourage you to read this Christian classic book. Okay, so I'll just like to quote from this book. It says, "If we have abandoned ourselves to God, there's only one rule for us: the duty of the present moment." Okay, and also, if you want to hear the word of God, the word God speaking to us, it says here, God speaks to every individual through what happens to them moment by moment. Okay, also about that, it says here that when God speaks to us at every moment, not with words of ink on paper, but by what we suffer and do from moment to moment, should we not give equal attention to Him? Okay, so it is hearing the word of God through the present moment. Okay, and the other thing is about growing in holiness. Okay, and I'll just quote some of what's written here. Embrace the present moment as an ever-flowing source of holiness. Okay, so if you want to grow in holiness, you need to do the will of God. And if you want to do the will of God, you need to abandon your whole self to His holy will. So please pray for me that I receive that grace to really abandon myself to divine providence and also to divine His will. Because if I want to be fruitful in my ministry, if I want to be happy, it's really doing His will. Okay, so I will be starting my retreat on March 15 and end on March 19 on the Solemnity of Saint Joseph, and I will be doing it in Combermere, Ontario. Please ask the intercession of Saint Joseph that this will be a fruitful retreat for me. Be a living saint. Jesus, Mary, Joseph, we trust in you.